باندې تر اوسه پورې د 800 شهیدانو راپور لرو.
درې ملورګان مړه شوي دي، یو مې زوی مړ شوی دی.
او بچیان مې زینو کې راوغورځېدل د تورې شپې له وجې، او د هغې یو پښه ماته ده.
چې راووتل لاندې راښکته شولو، تره زوی مې دی و، نومګورې وه، مسي و، ټول یو خاښه وه، چغې یې والې ویلی شي موږ خلاص کړي.
Good evening, welcome to RTA News. Today is Monday, September 1st, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I am Wahid Sultani. Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar Khan visited Salang Highway project and urged the contractor company to complete the remaining work before the winter season. The Minister of Public Works and contractors assured the construction is progressing in line with the standards and will be finished before winter. So far, construction from the 10th to 15th gallery of the southern Salang has been completed, with overall progress on the southern section reaching 55%. A spokesperson for the Islamic Emirate Maulavi Zabiullah Mujahid expressed sorrow over the last night's relatively strong earthquake in several provinces of the country, saying rescue teams have been dispatched from Kabul to nearby provinces to the affected areas. He added that all available resources will be used to save lives and assist the victims. Sheikh Nida Mohammed Nadeem, Minister of Higher Education, attended and spoke at the graduation ceremony of students at Ghazni Technical University. In his remarks, he urged the youth to contribute to the country's development and consider safeguarding the system as their responsibility. The Embassy of Japan in Kabul expressed sympathy for those affected by last night's earthquake in eastern provinces of the country. In a statement, the embassy said that Japan is monitoring the situation and is ready to support the victims. The European Union expressed sympathy for those affected by last night's devastating earthquake in eastern provinces of the country, including Kunar, Laghman and Nuristan. The European Union stated that its humanitarian partners are on the ground providing life-saving assistance and assured that they stand with the Afghan people during this difficult time. Minister of Industry and Commerce Nuruddin Azizi met with Iran's ambassador to Kabul, Alireza Bigtari. According to the ministry, discussions focused on an upcoming visit of the high-level Iranian delegation led by Minister of Industry, Mines and Trade, holding bilateral meetings of the two countries' economic, trade, mining and oil committees at the Dagharun border, as well as increasing cotton exports and boosting Afghanistan's mineral exports to Iran. A spokesperson for the Ministry of Public Works, Mohammad Ashraf Akhshana, says the Jalalabad-Kunar highway, which was blocked due to last night, the earthquake and landslides, have been now reopened.
Last night, because of an earthquake in Kunar province, specifically between the districts of Nurgal and Saukay, a mountain tremor occurred around midnight. As a result, the road was blocked, disrupting traffic and movement. Following the incident, the provincial teams of the Ministry of Public Works arrived quickly at a site and through extensive efforts were able to reopen the road.
The Ministry of National Defense says rescue teams from the National Islamic Army, along with its air forces and personnel from the 201st Khalid bin Walid Corps in the eastern zone, are assisting victims of last night's earthquake in eastern provinces of the country. According to the ministry, 40 flights have been conducted so far, transporting 420 injured and deceased individuals. The ministry extended condolences to the families of the victims and pledged further support. Head of the National Disaster Management Authority, Mullah Nuruddin Turabi, offered condolences to the victims' families of the last night's eastern quake, saying provincial teams have delivered urgent aid and further measures are underway to support the affected families. The Ministry of Public Works stated that more than 91,000 metric tons of goods were transported by rail last week, including 126 tons of dried fruits exports, with the rest being imports. Here is the report.
The spokesperson for the Ministry of Public Works says 91,671 metric tons of commercial goods were transported by railway in the month of Sambala this year, which includes 126 tons of exports, mostly dried fruits. The shipments were carried out through the ports of Haratan, Akina, Turndi and Khawaf Herat.
From Asr 31 to Sambala 6th, 4004 solar Hijri calendar, a total of 91,671 metric tons of goods were transported via Afghanistan railway lines. These included petroleum products, non-petroleum goods and other materials, both imported and exported. Out of the total volume, a portion was exported during the past week. 126 metric tons of commercial goods were exported, the majority of which consisted of dried fruits.
Meanwhile, several traders say transporting goods by rail plays an important role in boosting the country's economic growth.
The more we connect with other countries through railway lines, the more our movement exports containers, goods and overall trade will increase. This benefits the national economy and is in the interest of Afghanistan.
In addition to this railway line, other railway routes should also be established, similar to those in Pakistan and other countries, so that we can export goods to India via Pakistan through the Wagah border.
This is while, in the last week of the month of Assad this year, more than 80,000 tons of commercial goods were transported through the country's railway ports, reflecting a steady increase in rail cargo movement.
Under a signed agreement between the National Disaster Management Authority and MAH organization, the Sarabal Provincial Disaster Management Directorate distributed cash assistance to 1,473 needy families in various villages of the Sozmakala district. Officials stated that in this round of assistance, 970 slightly affected families received over 10,000 Afghanis each, while 503 heavily affected families received 12,500 Afghanis each, totaling to 16.375 million Afghanis. The National Standards Authority states that 23 tons of substandard construction materials were returned to Iran through Faras 78-mile ports and 52 tons of Turkmenistan via Qina port. According to the authority, the materials were found to be non-compliant with the standards of our assessment. That was all for tonight. Thanks for being with us. Have a great night.
باندې تر اوسه پورې د 800 شهیدانو راپور لرو.
درې ملورګان مړه شوي دي. یو مې زوی مړ شوی دی.
او بچیان مې زینو کې راوغورځېدل د تورې شپې له وجې او د هغې یو پښه ماته ده.
چې راووتل لاندې راښکته شولو تره زوی مې دی و نومګورې وه مسي و ټول یو خاښه وه چغې یې والې ویلی شي موږ خلاص کړو